Good morning, live weather blog meteorologist Bob Acanfrio here with today's tropical update for Thursday, July 15th, 2010. Before I get to the tropics, just wanted to give you a quick recap of yesterday's severe weather in the upper Midwest. We had 10 tornado reports, pretty impressive for middle of July here. And these were located eastern Minnesota, Wisconsin area. This is where the bulk of the severe weather was yesterday. We also had the line extend down into Iowa, Kansas, Nebraska area here that got a little active late in the evening and last night in here, mostly wind and hail damage. And I'm going to show you next where we should see severe weather today. And this is where we should see the severe weather today. Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk running from Detroit area, just east, probably clip Chicago. Maybe it'll depend. They might be more towards the east side of Chicago, Indianapolis, St. Louis, and this will extend down into Oklahoma, Kansas, and the Texas Panhandle today. Not much on the tornado route here. You see, not much probability for tornadoes. Mostly a hail, as you could see, and definitely a wind event. More straight line winds today with this line instead of yesterday where we had the big tornado threat in Wisconsin. And this will move eastward and kind of go up and over the ridge. Bermuda Ridge is going to be building in here. So this is going to go up and over this ridge. So the risk of severe weather will kind of move into New England area, mostly New York for the weekend for tomorrow. So this will kind of move up towards the north for the weekend. All right, let's move on to the tropics, and we'll look at the eastern and central United States maps first here. High pressure still in control along the Gulf Coast. Another hot day for Texas. We see a little this trough extending. This is where, just to go over some areas where we'll see severe to strong storms today. North and central Florida is a focus again today. Looks like it might be a little more active than yesterday for this area, as this trough kind of is hanging back through this area right along here. You see Bermuda High back in here. This is going to push west the next few days. So hot weather will return to the east coast here for the next couple days. That little low pressure area that brought a lot of rain to Philadelphia, New Jersey, New England area yesterday. This is all sliding slowly off to the east. And then here was that severe weather from yesterday. And this is going to move east and then slide over the ridge. So severe weather is not going to be coming to the mid-Atlantic states, even Philadelphia, New Jersey. This is going to go over. So weather will focus across New York State, maybe northern Pennsylvania tomorrow, and then into New England. So this will be the focus for tomorrow. And we also see a little upper level low here. This will bring some more rain to South Florida tomorrow. Okay, so the tropics pretty quiet again today. We see a little bit more activity today. The big focus for the next couple days through the weekend is going to be this area here in the Southwest Caribbean. Some of the models are making a little bit of noise down here, trying to develop a tropical depression down here for the weekend. It'll be interesting to see if it develops on the Atlantic side or the Pacific side. Some of the models have it on the Pacific side, some have it on the Atlantic side. I'll show you that in a second here. But we have a building area of high pressure, upper high in this area here. As this upper level low swings west, this will allow an upper high to kind of build in this area. So a little bit of favorable conditions in this area, and this is what we'll watch over the weekend. As I said, this would be the area for development the next 5 to 7 days. We have to focus out in this area here. Dry air still continues to pretty much be the rule out in the western Atlantic here. Central Atlantic, not much going on. We will be following one wave here that looks the best chance for development down the road, and this is located right here, approaching 35 west. A little bit of cyclone, a little turn to the clouds. This has the Saharan air layer. The dust is mostly over here. This is actually in a little bit of a moisture envelope right here. I'll show you that in a second. So now something to look forward to down the road, maybe next week as it gets up into this area here. You might see some development out of it. Just something to watch. And here's the water vapor loop. You can see all that dry air here, but this has a little bit of a moisture envelope with this tropical wave. So again, have to watch this one down the road. And here's the Saharan air layer. This is the dust, and you can see it's definitely much less now. Starting to get a little dispersed here. We had that one wave of dust right back in here. Also had another wave come off, but mainly to the north here. So you can see this wave that I was talking about is in a little better area. And this could, like I said, we'll have to watch for development down the road. And here's our shear map. Like I said, that upper level low is located right about here. And as this shifts to the west, you'll see this area, this shear kind of go away. You could see shear starting to lighten up in the Western Caribbean. Upper high starting to build here. You can see this whole shear is starting to lift north, and this will be the trend the next couple weeks as we start looking off to the eastern and central Atlantic. Everything is looking really good for things to start heating up towards the end of next week into the last week of July. I still expect we'll see a couple more storms before July is over. And just before we're done here, just showing you a couple models that developed that Southwest Caribbean system. This is the NOGAPS model, been very consistent in developing a storm out here. And this is for Saturday. You can see a tropical depression developing in the Southwest Caribbean. Parallel GFS having the same thing for Saturday, a system right here in the Southwest Caribbean developing. So we have a couple models on board, and we'll see what happens down there over the weekend. Again, if this does develop, we have high pressure in control up here. This is not going north. If anything, it's just going to run right into Central America. It's going to have a really hard time getting up into the Gulf of Mexico. So I don't see much of a threat for the United States right now. And last but not least, just kind of showing you the Euro model. Just want to show you how it continues to weaken the Azore Bermuda high and brings a more troughier pattern along the East Coast. This is out 7 to 10 days here. So this would be the next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, not this weekend, next weekend. And you could see it continues to weaken the high and slide it well east, a different kind of pattern than we've had most of the summer. So we'll see how this verifies, and this could open the gate for tropical systems if they do develop to affect the United States a little more. So see what happens there. Thanks for listening. I will have another tropical update again tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful day.